It's a quiet moment, perhaps during a break in your day, and you find your thoughts drifting. Maybe you're reflecting on a recent challenge or replaying a conversation in your mind, and suddenly, that familiar feeling creeps in. Thoughts that make you question your abilities, your worth, and your decisions. This is self-doubt, and it's something we all experience. But what if I told you that by understanding and harnessing some cognitive behavioral techniques, you could shift that narrative? First, it's crucial to recognize the nature of those negative thoughts. Identifying them is the first step in gaining control over them. Think about a moment when you felt inadequate or uncertain. What were the specific thoughts running through your mind? Often, these thoughts can be quite automatic, popping up without invitation and leading us to spiral downwards. They might sound like, "I can't do this," or "What if I fail?" These thoughts are not just fleeting feelings. They are signals that can guide us toward understanding our self-doubt triggers. So, how do you go about identifying these negative thoughts? It begins with awareness. The next time you feel that familiar pang of self-doubt, pause and take a moment to observe your thoughts. Write them down if you can. This simple act of externalizing your internal dialogue can provide clarity. It allows you to see those thoughts for what they are, just thoughts, and not necessarily a reflection of reality. Once you've captured those thoughts, it's time to dig a little deeper. Ask yourself, what triggered this thought? Was it a specific situation, a comment from someone, or perhaps an internal comparison to others? Understanding the context behind your self-doubt can empower you. It's like shining a light into a dark corner. You begin to see the space more clearly, which helps demystify the feelings of inadequacy. Now, let's talk about challenging and reframing these negative thoughts. When that inner critic speaks up, it's essential to question its validity. Imagine you're in a debate, and the topic is your self-worth. What evidence do you have that supports your negative thoughts? And just as importantly, what evidence exists that contradicts them? This is where cognitive restructuring comes into play. Think of cognitive restructuring as a tool in your mental toolkit. It helps you to reframe those negative thoughts into something more balanced and realistic. Instead of thinking, "I'm terrible at public speaking," you could reframe it too. "I've had challenges in public speaking, but I've also received positive feedback from times I've presented." This shift doesn't erase the flaws. It simply puts them in perspective, allowing you to see the bigger picture. Another effective technique is evidence gathering. When you catch yourself spiraling into negative thoughts, pause and create a list of your accomplishments, strengths, and moments of success. This isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's a powerful way to counteract those self-deprecating thoughts with tangible evidence of your abilities. If you've ever received compliments or praise, include those too. Sometimes, we can be our own worst critics, and having that list can remind us of our value when self-doubt tries to overshadow it. Now, as you gather this evidence, consider the role of self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when you stumble or face challenges. But what if you treated yourself with the same kindness you'd extend to a friend? When you catch yourself in a moment of self-doubt, challenge the harsh inner voice with a more compassionate one. Ask yourself, what would I say to someone I care about who is experiencing these feelings? This can shift your perspective from one of judgment to understanding, allowing you to approach your thoughts with more kindness as you practice these techniques. It's important to embrace the idea that change takes time. Cognitive behavioral techniques are not a magic fix. They require consistent practice and patience. Think of it as training a muscle. At first, it might feel uncomfortable or unfamiliar, but with time, it becomes more natural. It's about developing a habit of recognizing and reframing those negative thoughts until it becomes second nature. Now, let's explore the idea of thought records. This is a structured way to track your negative thoughts and the feelings associated with them. You can create a simple table with columns for the situation, the automatic thought, cognitive distortions, evidence for and against the thought, and a more balanced thought. By filling this out, you create a visual representation of your thought patterns, making it easier to see how those negative thoughts can be challenged and reframed. In moments of self-doubt, you may notice that your thoughts tend to follow certain patterns. These patterns can often be categorized as cognitive distortions. For instance, all or nothing thinking can lead you to see situations in black and white, ignoring the gray areas. Overgeneralization might make you think that one setback means you'll fail at everything. Becoming aware of these distortions is crucial because it allows you to recognize when your mind is playing tricks on you. So, as you identify these patterns, consider how you can counteract them. If you find yourself falling into all or nothing thinking, challenge yourself to look for the middle ground. Instead of saying, "I'm a failure," ask, "What have I learned from this experience that can help me grow?" This reframing opens up possibilities rather than closing them off. Another helpful technique is visualization. Picture yourself in a situation where self-doubt often arises. Maybe it's a presentation or a networking event. Visualize it going well. Imagine your confidence, your poise, and the positive interactions you'll have. This mental rehearsal can help you prepare for real-life situations, reducing anxiety and self-doubt by creating a sense of familiarity and expectation of success. As you move forward, remember that these cognitive behavioral techniques are tools designed to help you navigate the complexities of self-doubt. They become part of your toolkit for personal growth, allowing you to build resilience and develop a healthier relationship with your thoughts. Consider the journey you're on. Every time you recognize a negative thought and choose to challenge it, you're making an investment in yourself. You're turning down the volume on that inner critic and amplifying your self-worth. This process is about empowerment, about reclaiming your voice and stepping into your true potential. In moments of challenge, remind yourself that self-doubt is a shared human experience. Everyone faces it. It's part of what makes us human, but you have the tools to navigate through it. You have the ability to recognize, challenge, and reframe those thoughts, transforming them into something that serves you rather than hinders you. So, as you reflect on your journey, carry this wisdom with you. Recognizing and counteracting self-doubt is not about eliminating fear or uncertainty. It's about learning to dance with them. It's about understanding that you can hold space for both your doubts and your strengths, and that doing so creates a more holistic and authentic experience. Embrace the power of your thoughts. Remember that you are capable of growth, change, and resilience. By identifying and challenging those negative thoughts, you are not only counteracting self-doubt, but also investing in a brighter, more confident version of yourself. So, go ahead and explore these techniques, knowing that each step you take is a step toward greater self-acceptance and empowerment. You've got this.